All right, guys. So, awesome tip here. If you're looking to get festival tickets, break into a career, let's just use the example of, say, radio or the music business or something that, whatever it is, I mean, it's all based on your perception, seems a little bit hard to jump into. Um, what you can do is you can start up a blog. And we know our girl Kayla here from previous training. And I'm going to get you her email address, which was right there. Yep. So JohnsonK196 at yahoo.com. Now run with me on this now that you've got the info and you're ready to go. When you start some sort of, I'm not quite sure how to say it, like a media thing, whether it be a podcast, um, a blog, a vlog, a video version of it, what happens is basically you become an information outlet. And if you're not sure how to get into certain fields, or say get free tickets to certain events, what you can do, now keep in mind, this isn't going to be something that typically you can do overnight and get instant results in, but instead of, let's say on the job side of things, instead of having them interview you, you go to, let's say, the radio station manager, email them, initiate contact. It might take a few days, maybe even a few weeks, and you say to them, listen, I've got a local blog. Our reach is mostly towards students of communications, radio broadcasting, and wanted to see if we could do an interview with you about how you broke into the industry, how the industry is changing, and how they, as future graduates in communications and radio broadcasting, could, in this day and age, break into radio broadcasting. Now, you've gone right to your local head honcho, if you will. You're interviewing them, and they're giving you the answers on how to do it, which then you can take and flip on them and basically use that as a way to break into the industry yourself. Um, so something to keep in mind there. And it's also never a bad idea to make friends with someone who, I don't want to say is always older, but typically is an older person already established in their career that's a mentor. That's how I learned how to master music. Now, even though I've developed my own techniques and my own way of doing it, I initially broke in to that industry and spent a lot of time with a major label mastering engineer, um, because he welcomed me in, and I asked and I got in and I asked questions and showed up and did little things that weren't selfish, like thought, boy, I bet Ed would really enjoy some coffee today, or you know what, I'm gonna make sure that lunch is on me, or over the weekend I'm gonna be sure to send Ed, I don't know, a delivery of his favorite local snacks or something of that nature. You do nice things for people, they remember it, they're willing to help you out. It's usually a simple transaction and somewhat of a bribe, but people remember that. Even me, I've had people do that with me and it works. So um, aside from that, now festival ticket or event tickets ideas, getting free tickets to things, same kind of thing. Hey, you reach out to the festival. We are a local blog or a national blog in the USA for EDM. And we really took interest in your event simply because you booked certain DJs, or your event supports certain things that we want to also get behind, or that we have in the past gotten behind. And we'd like to reach out to you, see if we could get a press pass. Most of the time, they'll welcome you in as long as you kind of start small. I don't know if I'd necessarily approach the biggest festivals immediately and expect great results, but I would start small with your local festivals, maybe in your local tri-state area, and get a press pass. I don't know of any festival that's really going to put up too big of a fight um, towards a blogger, that when they click on your blog, it looks credible, because it is credible. You're literally going to either start a blog that is credible, or a podcast that's credible, or some kind of media outlet that is credible. It doesn't have to be the biggest in the world, but it's a credible thing, and you're asking for free tickets to the event. And of course, you're going to enjoy yourself at the event and have fun in exchange for actually following through and writing up an article on the event. Um, you know, Obviously, if you write a bad article, I wouldn't expect to be invited back. But if it's kind of circumstantial. But more than likely, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna write a great article for them. They're gonna love that, and as a result, you're gonna get free tickets year after year. They're gonna find out that you're a DJ. They're probably gonna book you, and now you've got bookings and articles, and you're just getting all in the muck of it. You're getting to know local DJs. You're getting to know other local promoters that also want PR. And free promotion, and it all just snowballs from there, guys. So, uh, coming back home to this, Kayla can help you with all of that. Kayla does it herself with her own blog. You don't have to do a blog, you can do a podcast, you can do whatever the current trend is for media and information. It could be writing, it could be podcasting with audio, it could be vlogging with video, it could be something new that I haven't even thought of yet that's coming out in the next year or two. But these are just things to think about. They get you in the door, they get you meeting mentors, they get you information about the industry that you otherwise would not have if you approach it the conventional way. And aside from that, it gets you free tickets to events and eventually leads to you helping them. They help you, so you scratch my back, I scratch your back. You get yourself some free tickets to events. You do some writing. Maybe you're not a good writer, so guess what? You go right back to Upwork. Maybe you ask Kayla to write it for you. Maybe you hire somebody for $5 or $10 an hour, for $20 an article to write it up for you, based on your kind of scribbles throughout the weekend. But anyways, the bigger picture is that relationship eventually goes beyond getting free tickets in exchange for a written up article or a podcast or an interview, and goes into them realizing you're a DJ. Hey, do you want to open up the festival next year? Do you want to play at 6 o'clock next year? And you guys build up quite the force to be reckoned with, and you could easily build yourself up to being the top local DJ that gets a great time slot, if not the biggest time slot at that local festival. And it all started a year ago or 2 years ago with your blog and interviewing them. So it's something to think about, guys. You have to think savvy, reverse engineer a lot, and hopefully this helps you out. I'll see you in the next video.